In this video, we're going to talk about the materialization of spirits, a phenomenon that arouses a lot of curiosity and has been studied for centuries. Although widely associated with Spiritism, the materialization of spirits is not exclusive to this doctrine. In the early days of Spiritism in France, the phenomenon received great attention from scientists who saw it as a new branch of science. Before that, facts regarding this were viewed with reservations and secrets. Sometimes, on special occasions, a spirit becomes visible to us, incarnate, without the need for a medium. This process involves a decrease in the vibration of the spiritual body, similar to a Newton's color disk which, when its rotation slows down, allows us to see colors we haven't seen before. In other cases, the spirit uses a covering of ectoplasm, a viscous liquid produced by the body that comes out of all the medium's orifices and, for some reason, is malleable with thought. This ectoplasmic matter has chemical properties similar to the medium's physical body, from which it comes. The diaphanous and nondescript appearance of these appearances is characteristic of the ectoplasmic materialization itself. Other methods of spirits leaving their marks involve immersing their spirit hand in hot wax. The result is that the mold of a hand, or a rose, or anything the spirit molds with its thought appears out of nowhere. Many doctors and scientists analyzed the phenomenon of materialization during Kardec's time. Various methods to prevent fraud, many humiliating for the medium, such as tying them up and leaving them naked, were used, and yet materialization still occurred. As early as 1870, the respected English physicist and chemist William Crookes studied the phenomenon. He discovered a medium, Florence Cook, who released so much ectoplasm when in a trance that it gave life to another female form, Kate King, who could walk and talk for more than 2 hours. The report was detailed and even showed the completely different pulsations of the living and the dead. Flammarion, a highly regarded French astronomer of the 19th century and a contemporary and personal friend of Allan Kardec, stated, "Because, gentlemen, Spiritism is not a religion but a science, of which we know only the ABCs. The time of dogmas has ended. Nature encompasses the universe. God himself, who was once made in man's image, can only be considered by modern metaphysics as a spirit in nature. The supernatural does not exist. The manifestations obtained through mediums, like those of magnetism and somnambulism, are natural and must be rigorously subjected to experimental control. There are no more miracles. We are witnessing the dawn of an unknown science. Those whose vision is limited by pride or prejudice and who do not understand these anxious desires of our thoughts, eager for knowledge, let them cast sarcasm or anathema on such kind of studies. We lift our contemplations higher." What is the story behind the Brazilian medium Pixotinho and his alleged ability to materialize spirits and ectoplasmic creatures? Pixotinho, whose real name was Francisco Pixoto Lins, was a Brazilian medium who claimed to have the ability to materialize spirits and ectoplasmic creatures. He gained fame in the mid-20th century and was invited to give a demonstration of his abilities to Chico Xavier, another well-known Brazilian medium, in Uberaba, Brazil. During the demonstration, a red light illuminated the room, and the participants followed a ritual of reading from the Gospels and playing classical music to attract spirits of superior order and create a positive atmosphere. Suddenly, there were flashes of colored light, and a fluorescent visitor appeared in the room. One of the stunned participants was a police delegate from Sao Paulo, R.A. Rainieri, who saw a luminous replica of his deceased daughter, Heleninha, emerge from Pixotinho's body and greet him before presenting him with a bright flower. Pixotinho's demonstrations were also reported to have included the creation of ectoplasmic sculptures in boiling paraffin, as well as letreros luminosos, luminous signs, that appeared in the air in response to statements made by the audience. Despite skepticism and allegations of fraud, no one was able to prove that Pixotinho was using trickery or manipulation in his demonstrations, and some individuals, including Chico Xavier, vouched for their authenticity. In summary, the materialization of spirits is a phenomenon that has been reported by mediums worldwide for centuries. Although many are skeptical about these reports, there is scientific evidence that suggests the existence of such events. In the 19th century, French researcher Allan Kardec conducted a series of scientific experiments to investigate the materialization of spirits. Using a group of reliable mediums, Kardec documented several sessions where spirits seemed to materialize in front of the participants. Subsequent studies conducted by scientists in France also confirmed the existence of materializations of spirits. One of these studies was conducted by Dr. Gustave Gellie, who used mediums to document the materialization of hands and faces of spirits. Although there is still much to be learned about the materialization of spirits, these scientific experiences suggest that it is a real phenomenon that deserves further investigation.